Hi everyone, welcome once again to our channel. We hope you are having a good day. We're going to be making some quick and simple curry chicken. I hope all is well and you're staying safe. So you want to gather your ingredients and let's get into the video. Stay tuned. For this recipe you will need chicken. I'm using chicken legs in this case. You will need bay leaf, green onions, pimento seed, thyme, garlic, onions, and then bell pepper. And for your seasoning you'll need chili pepper, black pepper, curry powder. This is my all-purpose, onion powders, smoked paprika, garlic, chicken seasoning, and sazon. But you can use whatever seasoning you like. Marinate your chicken overnight or for at least 2 hours before cooking to make the tastiest and most flavorful curry chicken. So I've washed my chicken legs in vinegar and lime juice and I'm just blotting it dry with some paper towel to remove the excess moisture. And then you see I'm pouring some oil on top and all the seasoning that I have showed you earlier to season my chicken. And then I'm grating my garlic and ginger on my meat just to make sure that the particles are very small and that the seasoning gets all over my chicken. So once that's done, then we're going to be adding our onion, as you see there, our bell peppers, and we're just breaking them apart. And then we just add all the other thyme, pimento seed, green onions, and bay leaf. And then now you're going to need some hand action. Yes, we're going to rub it all the way in just to make sure that the seasoning is on every part of our meat. And you notice I'm not using any gloves because I like to feel the meat on my hand and to get that flavor in every which part. So you just rub it and massage it in everything in all over your chicken or whatever meat. And there you can see how our seasoning is all over the chicken. So then we're going to be covering it and let it marinate overnight. So welcome back. Today I have my skillet on medium flame and I've added some grapeseed oil, and I'm just putting garlic, thyme, and then about a teaspoon of curry for the amount of chicken that I have here, because I want that curry flavor to come through on all the chicken. And then you see I'm using my garlic to massage all the curry in the pot just to make sure it burns and not to give us a stomach ache. And the ginger help as well, so you can use ginger and or garlic. And then you're gonna take your chicken after it's been sitting out for about 5 minutes, remove all the seasoning from it and put them in one by one so that they get that nice and brown color in our curry powder. And while we're doing that, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe, turn on that notification so you do not miss anything. And if you're new here, we thank you so much for watching. Welcome to the family. Just hit that subscribe button for us, or notification button, so you do not miss any of the videos that we post. You know, they notify you once we post a video. So then you're gonna get all your chicken in and let them brown on each side for about 3 to 5 minutes. You see I get off that little, you see onion, and then you cover. This is about 3 minutes, and I start to flip them over. You see it has a little brown color to it. So just even burning the curry that you season overnight with, or if you have let it marinate for about 2 hours or more, because you want that delicious flavor of the curry all up in them legs. Then you're gonna cover. You do that same motion again, because you don't want it to burn, but you want it to have a little brown color on all the sides if possible. Now we're going to introduce some boiling water. You can use broth, chicken broth if you have that. But I use water here to get the flavors of the curry going, and to cook our chicken because we want it to cook thoroughly. And so just flip them again. We don't want it to burn this time once we start to add the water in, or chicken broth if you choose to use the chicken broth. And flip them babies over. And now I'm adding some coconut milk, and that's about a half a cup of coconut milk. So because we want the coconut milk to cook thoroughly as well, since this is curry and we add the ginger and the coconut milk. It needs to, at least for me, I like it to cook for a while so that I don't have that curry and coconut flavor on my tongue with grains and stuff. You see I've added some more water, and you just move them around so the juices flow easily and there's no localized heating. So you just clean up the pot sides like I'm doing there, just to get the seasoning in, because those tend to separate out once you keep steaming the chicken. And then you just cover and you check every 5 to 7 minutes to make sure that it's not burning. And if you want to even cook it slower, just make sure you are on medium flame, so you don't have to come even that often, but you just gauge the time when you think the water has dried out. And then you see I'm just basting the top, or you can just flip it over from side to side, just to get the moisture on all the chicken and not to have dry chicken. So there you see the liquid has receded or boiled out some, and I've added some more water because now we're gonna introduce our seasonings. And you see I have my pot cover half mast because the coconut powder sometimes boil over, and we don't want to do that and mess up the stove. So there you see I've cut some carrots and I've placed it in, and then I've added the same seasoning that we used to season up the chicken. We've added some more again because flavor is key for us, and for you it should be as well, just to get everything well seasoned and tasty. And I've added some green seasoning that I blend. If you want to know how to make that, you can check the link in my bio or below, and you will see how to make the green seasoning. You'll find that recipe there. And then you see the seasonings that we used overnight. We poured that in, and then I'm just rinsing out my container with some water as well. to get all those powdered seasoning out that we used and all that flavor that was marinated overnight into the seasoning. So that's why it's best to season overnight to get a good flavor. And if you haven't touched that subscribe button, please go ahead and do so now. We truly appreciate that, and that's how we stay encouraged. And you see I put a habanero or a scotch bonnet pepper in there to give that flavor. I didn't cut it because I don't want it to be too hot since we used the crushed red pepper. But if you want it to be hot, then you can cut your pepper and put in it as well. And see, I'm basting the top of the chicken again just to make sure all that flavor gets in every part of our chicken. You're gonna cook this until, or simmer it until you have a thick, not too thick gravy, but enough to pour over whatever you're serving your meat with, whatever starch, or if you're gonna use vegetable, that's fine as well. I use mine with some rice and peas and cooked vegetable. And if you want the recipe for rice and peas, you can also search it. We have that here. I'll put it in the description box below as well, so you can have everything in one place. And there, look at the goodness. It's all flavored. We thank you so much for watching, and remember to turn on that notification bell so you can know when we post anything. So be safe, and we see you next time. Bye.